Hi everyone, welcome to our final project. This is Tom, Sean,
Jennifer.
Let's visit our university. Today we are going to talk about 5 questions.
Let's go and watch our final project.
What do you
Thank you.
think Auburn floorball? I guess most people will say they choose Auburn floorball because environment and the rank of university. Well, for me, I think why I choose Auburn floorball, I think there must be its major. As we know, Auburn University had a lot of famous majors, like business education, and the nurse. Those are very famous major in Auburn University. Auburn University also had a lot of some of famous school fellow, just like Tim Cooker and Jimmy Wells. Tim Cooker is Apple's company's CEO now, and Jimmy Wells had built Wikipedia. Those are very famous. Auburn University also is a famous university in the United States, so that's why I choose Auburn. I love Auburn very much. Thank you.
Hi everyone, why do students come to Auburn University to study? Different people have different reasons. Me too, I also have lots of reasons for that. I remember when I chose Auburn University, first reason is environment. As we know, Auburn's environment is very good. Second, I think second reason is very important, is major. My major is environment management. Environment management can change our hometown's environment, because my hometown Beijing's environment is very bad. He have a very serious air pollution. I will change it. And I have another very funny reasons. These reasons is weather. You know, Auburn University's weather is very hot. I love it. I love it because I don't want to wear lots of clothes. I want to wear a short T-shirt. So I want to get a short window. I want to get a long summers. This is my life. Thank you.
开始。
Hello everybody, I'm Jennifer. Today I will introduce my final project about why the people come to the Auburn to study. I think in my opinion the most important for me is the environment. Because in my hometown the air is very dirty and it's bad for our health. But when I come to the Auburn, I think the environment is very clean. I can see the cloud in the sky, but in my hometown I can't see the cloud in the sky. When I come to the Auburn, I see have many trees, and when I see the introduction about the Auburn, just that the Auburn is one of the most suitable for the people's live. I think it can make very interesting about me. And when I come to Auburn, I see the Auburn city is very clean and don't have the trash on the floor. And also the air is very clean. It's good for our health. So I choose Auburn to study. In my hometown, maybe we need to clean the car twice a week. But in Auburn, maybe 1 month I can clean my car because it's very clean, and the breeze is very good for me. So I come to the Auburn.
Hello everybody, I'm Jennifer. Today I will introduce my final project about the second question about when you come to the Auburn University, which is very the surprise for you. I think in my opinion the gym is very surprising for me, because I think the healthy is very important for the body, and when you do some activities, you will feel very comfortable and you will feel very happy. And when I have orientation, the teacher bring us to go to the gym to see around the gym. I feel very surprised because the gym is really big. They have 4 floors to do some activities, and the most surprise and my favorite is the swimming pool because I like swimming. I think the swimming can make me very comfortable and good for my health, good for my breath. When I finish swimming, I breathe is very comfortable. And I see the swimming pool is really big, and they also have the swimming in the inside and outside. Two swimming pool. When the inside is really big and how many people can stay here, and outside you can also swimming and you can have sunshine. It's really cool. And I also think the gym is really big and have many things you can do. Maybe you can running, you can do some balls like the volleyball, like some balls if you want. So in my opinion, my surprise when I come to the Auburn University is the gym because it's a really big and really beautiful. How many things you can do, and also the swimming. Thank you.
What surprised me about Auburn? Well, I think that must be is football game. I remember that when I first time to come to Auburn and I saw the stadium near the Tiger Transit station, and I asked my friend, "Well, what's that?" My friend told me that the stadium is for football, and we will have the football months. We will have football game every weekend. I remember the one thing on that time is was they will have a lot of people who are from other state and other city and they all will come to Auburn. They will drive their car with their family, and so you can see a lot of car parking near the campus. They will drive their car maybe on the Thursday and the Friday, and they will drive their car into the campus for football game. When the football game had started, and they will watch TV about the football game. I remember one time Auburn Global had given me ticket. It's free, and I go to watch the football game. It surprised me. It's amazing. It's very big. They will have a lot of people in the stadium. So I think the football game surprised me. What surprised me?
What surprised you about Auburn? Have you ever thought these questions? In my high school, my dream is open a library in my high school because my high school's book is very low. It's very short. I can't read more books in my high school, and his book is very boring. I don't want to read. But when I arrived at Auburn University first, I saw this library. This library is really surprised me. It's very big. Have about 4 floors. It's really very big and very funny. Why? Because I remember when I first arrived this library, I saw lots of books in there. Also, I can't buy any books in library, but it can borrow me. It's very good for my actors, and it has another benefits. It can fix your computer and free. I went to this library and fix my computer about 2 times. I think it's very good and good for my life. Thank you. This is what surprised me about.
Hello everybody, today we will introduce our final project about the activity in the Auburn University. In my opinion, the first one I think is IBP. The meaning about the international students making friends with the foreigner people. Maybe they can improve the international student language, and they also can together go hiking or go to have a lunch. They maybe can have a good relationship with the foreigner people. Because when the international student come to the American, they need to make some friends with the foreigner people. So IBP is a good way to making friends. So I think the people can join the club about the IBP to making friends with the international students.
Well, I also think outdoor adventure is very interesting. this club will organize some activity on the outdoor, such like camping, climb on the mountain and camping. They will teach a lot of skill about how to survive on the outdoor, and those activities will help you improve your English and know more international friends. What about you, Song?
My opinion is very different with you. I think Holymers is very interesting for me. In Holymers, Open University can open a party for us. It can use a bus to take us to join this party. This party is very funny. You can't feel scared in this party because in this party we can eat very different and delicious food. Some food like ice, like other things. And in this party you can make many American friends. So I think this activity is very most interesting.
And the Open University also gives the international student another festival party about the Mid-Autumn Festival party. It like the Open University gave me the international student the mooncake. It's the traditional food in the China. So if the Mid-Autumn Festival, we will eat the mooncake. So in the fall week, they gave me the mooncake. It likes our go home, so it's a very lovely and kind to the international student. I think it's a big party and makes the international student very comfortable.
Oh, well, I think Spring Festival party is very nice because Spring Festival is very famous in China. It's a big festival. So when the Spring Festival coming, most Chinese will miss their home and their families. And then Open Global will have a party, is Spring Festival party. You can join this party and you can see a lot of Chinese in the party. So I think this party is very good. This party will have a lot of program like singing. So I think this program is very nice.
I also know a sport activity is table tennis match. This match is very funny. It's open in vegan. In this activity, you can join it to play table tennis with American and other countries people. American and other countries people really isn't good for table tennis. When I compete with them, I always win them. I think it's very funny, and that's day I'm very happy.
And the last one for me is a volunteer club. It's a very happiness to the international students and foreign people. You can go to join the volunteer and making friends with the local people. It can improve your language like the IBP, but the difference from the IBP is the meaning of you can go to some homeless people, like the children without the family, like this one, people to help them to fix them the homework, housework, like this one, and to talk with, maybe give them some love, because I think they lost some love. So the volunteer is a good chance for the student to join in the American and in the Open University. It's good for you, good for ourselves, and it's also good for other people who is without some money, without some food, like this one. We can help them.
Well, the last activity I should still enjoy, I think, is watch football game. Well, as we know, football game in the Open is very famous, and they will have a lot of people who are from other state and other city will come to Auburn just for watch football game. And you can watch the football game. You will think this is amazing. It's awesome. You maybe will meet a lot of new friends in this football game. So I think football game is very awesome.
I know another activity in outdoor. Actually I really don't this. I really don't like this activity. It's peak of parking. For me, I think it's very boring, but I think all students must to join it because when we arrive there, we must to running to work. They can train your body. They can make you get health and. Actually, I think for most of people, they must like this, but I really don't this. I really don't.
Hello
like
everybody,
this.
today I will introduce our final project, the first question about the traditional in the urban university. In my opinion, I have two traditional in the urban university. The first one is the orientation and the second one is rolling the paper on the tree. I think the first one, the orientation, is for the new student who the first come to the urban university. When I first come to the urban university, I have an orientation and maybe some teacher take us to look around the campus and introduce some the famous place and where you can go to do some activities and where you can study, where you can buy some food. I think it's very interesting and I also meet some new friends in the orientation. We have good relationships and I also know some the history about the urban university. So I think it's a good traditional for the new student. And the second one is rolling the paper on the tree. It's a famous traditional about the football game because the football in urban is very famous. If we win the game, the people will celebrate about the rolling the paper on the tree. This is famous and rolling the paper on the tree, like this tree. When the football game, they will have many paper on the tree. It's so cool. Thank you. It's also traditional. And what about you?
When I arrived at university first, I saw the first tradition is class behavior tradition. It's very funny because all students must oversee this tradition. When you arrive a new class, you must write your signature in a special paper. This special paper is first of university's traditions. It makes you must to do something. You can't chatting. You can't use phone in class. You can't use other wrong things in class. I think it's a very important tradition. Second is volunteer. Our university every year, our university can employ some students to help all the people, help all the women, and help them to do something. Some people haven't power to do very easy things like cook. That day, volunteer can help them to cook, to fix some house and the window.
What about you? There had two traditions that I'm gonna to talk about. The first tradition is the seal. Do you guys know the seal?
I don't know.
The seal is kind of like a main hall covers in front of the Langdon Hall. There had a story is about the seal. According to the story, if you stand up on or step on the seal and you cannot pass your class in this
so cool.
semester.
Yeah.
Most people will believe this is true, but some people they didn't believe this is true because they don't believe the heard. The second tradition is Orbi. Do you guys know Orbi?
Yes, traditional in yeah.
Tiger. Yeah. Orbi is kind of like a tiger. It's a mascot of the Auburn University. You can see every time in every football game. It often appear on the campus. Do you guys see it on the campus?
Maybe the last year I see the station, bus station, the orbit dancing, yeah, so cute.
Yeah. Have you taken picture of it?
No.
It's so
I have opportunity, I will.
Hello everybody, today we will introduce our final project. The last question about what you want to bring if you come to the urban. What do you think is the most difficult for you if you come to the urban town?
I think go to the hospital and talk with your doctor is very difficult.
Yeah, what about you, Sean?
For me, I think cooking is the most difficult for me.
Yeah, I agree with your opinion. I think the cooking is difficult for the international students because when we at home, maybe my parents, maybe my aunt, some family members will cooking for us. But if we want to go to the another country, we need to do everything by ourselves. So maybe the different country have a different food culture. Maybe the Spring Festival in China, we need to eat the dumplings, some noodles, fish. Do you like the dumplings? I think it's traditional food in the China. Do you like?
Yeah, I like dumpling and noodles.
Yeah.
I like for the rice.
Yeah, and but in America, we need to eat the turkey, fried chicken like this one. So if I want to bring something from China to America, I need to bring some flavor about the traditional Chinese food. Because if I miss my home, maybe some festival, I can cook the traditional, my hometown food for me. Maybe I also can ask some friends come here together with me to cook the hometown food. But if I want to cook the hometown food, I need to bring some flavor from my home. So if I want to bring something from my hometown, from China to America, I need to bring some of the flavor about the traditional Chinese food. What about you, Tom?
I think the most important thing should students bring to America is medicine. Have you guys gone to the hospital before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe last time I have a stomach, I go to the hospital, but it's difficult to talk with doctors.
Yeah.
And it's very expensive. If I want to buy some medical, it's so expensive.
Yeah, as we know, the hospital and the medicine in the America is very expensive. It's more expensive than China, and maybe you go to the hospital and you don't know how to talk with your doctor and you don't know how to describe what's going on with you, and probably you can go to some shop to buy some medicine, and you don't know how to say, and you don't know what are you need about the medicine. So I suggest students should bring some medicine for daily use when they come to America. What about you, Song?
Before I start, I have some questions for you. Do you miss your parents, your hometown food in our university?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
Yeah.
I also have this problem because in our university I also meet some questions and the challenger, like study challenger and cooking challenger. But when I meet this challenger, I also can look my paragraph about my hometown, my parents, my hometown food. They can't give me real things. They can't give me money, but it can relieve my pressure. It can give me confidence and some successful feel.
Yeah.
I think it's very different to other things. It can't give me real things, but it really can give you a very good job.
Yeah.
Yes.